Welcome, 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 celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. Just know that this is going to be a general reading for the collective, so not all messages are going to resonate with everybody, and that's okay. Just take what fits and leave the rest. There's some interesting things in the description box for the collective, and if you want to support the channel or continue to support the channel, please like, share, comment, interact, and or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Just know when the cameras were off, I done all the things, and now that the camera is on, I am ready to get down to business. So let's talk about it. Okay, I'm talking to a collective who have, first of all, congratulations to you, and I'm gonna tell you why. For some of my collective, you have had a difficult time here. I am picking up on somebody or somebody's who may have had a problem with drinking or had a drinking problem, or you have indulged in drinking to help kind of pacify, some of the difficulties that you're having in your life. But I really am picking up on the energy of somebody like completing like a AA program, or somebody graduating from having some sort of addiction. Okay. You have completed some type of program and you have gotten through it. Again, you took the challenges head on. Okay. This was very challenging. Okay. You did that. See, and the reason why, there's an authority figure here, and I feel like you had to go before the courts or something like that to actually get the final like completion of this. But you definitely completed it. Again, congratulations. Here's the completion card. You got through this. Okay, the victory is yours. Guess what? Here it is. You have successfully completed this. This is your victory. So again, I do want to say kudos to those who have been going through this or who have went through this. And this is just a testimony of your story and that you did get through. I feel like in this time where you were going through all of this, okay, what led up to this was a level of disappointment that you had in regards to a situation, or even with yourself, that caused you to isolate yourself, pull back, withdraw, and even fall into these addictions. Okay, I feel like that in some point and in some time you was feeling defeated. Okay, so there's defeat. And it was just so many things, and it just felt like it was just so much coming at you at so so many things coming at you at so many times. And I feel like that you was feeling engulfed or entrapped in these things, and this is how drinking or accessing some type of drug that caused some type of addiction was easy to do, because we were trying to drown out, temporarily soothe the pains that we were experiencing in our lives, and these situations and these disappointments and these letdowns. Okay. I also have down here 555. So whatever that means to you in this moment, which for me, when we see a bunch of fives, there's some type of changes that we've gone through, or we have gone through, or we're going through, or and some of these changes can sometimes be adverse, so there's some type of adversity that happened in your life. But I do feel like that you got through it. I feel like there was just like you, like this person here on this card has been embraced. Okay, and you are being celebrated, because no matter what that problem, and this is also a 10, so this was the end of this situation, and you got to the other side of this, and things are better for you now. Okay, because you got through this. Okay. Yeah, people were watching. People were watching to see if you was going to actually do the damn thing, if you was going to complete the program, if you was going to get your coin, if you was whatever it is that you were needing to do. I don't feel like that they seen this warrior side of you. I feel like a warrior got through this. And I feel like it was nothing that you had to prove to anybody else. This was all what you needed to do for yourself. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. That tough time that you had to experience, it was all illusions and lies. Okay. This was temporary moments that we were inside of our own head, that we was agreeing with the negative things and thoughts and influences that was around us. We got caught up. We woke up. Okay. So this collective woke up from accepting these negative thoughts and things and trying to attach to these devices that were not going to help you. You wanted more for yourself. You want more for yourself, and you just could not see yourself just being this. This you couldn't settle for this. This was not you. This is not what you wanted. And so you jumped into action and you did something about it, and that's how you got through. Okay? So let me confirm and clarify what I'm picking up down here for some of my collective today. All right. Yeah, that's too many. Sorry. Okay. Aw. Aw. Twice. Aw. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have judgment. And look how this person looks in this, in the representation of judgment. Okay. And we got judgment down here twice. Okay. So I really feel like in this moment, in this time when you were going through before you were, you got the rehabilitation that you needed, I feel like that you was so much so in your head. And that at one point you were really willing to accept the negative thoughts and influences and attachments that were presented to you, and that you did cling on to those moments. Sometimes it was moments of desperation for validation. Okay. And other times it just was not feeling worthy. It really was. But let me tell you something. I want to acknowledge an earth angel that I see here down here that helped you through this. There was somebody that really helped you through this. This was somebody who, the way that their nurturing and their love was displayed for you, it's kind of like they were kind of stern and to the point, and they gave it to you real, right? This person wasn't sugarcoating or candy coating nothing for you. They was truthful, and they helped you get through this because you needed that honesty, you needed that trust, and you needed to be able to trust somebody, but you needed for somebody to be real with you. So I do see that earth angel here. So thank you, earth angel, or angels, could have been more than one person, because I do see all kind of help down here. What was the goal? Was to help you acknowledge what your issues were, what you had going on, because for so long you had just kind of swept things away or under rugs. You didn't want to address it or anything like that. And so some of the things that you had to work on, and people were willing to help you acknowledge some things. But I don't feel like, they were crude or rude or was harsh about it, right? They did help you see the truth of the matter, your involvement, how some of the things were just not true, and it was things that you had, you know, tricked yourself into believing per se, right? It was a whole bunch of reflection and things about perspective, how you were viewing things, how you were viewing people in your life, how you were viewing some of the situations that happened to you, and how in some of these instances you just perceived things incorrectly. You really did, and it's just the willingness of people working with you until you got it right, until you were able to take it over and get the rest of it done for yourself. I feel like that was here for you. Again, victory to you. You got the Six of Wands again, okay? You have succeeded. You are being acknowledged. I am acknowledging that you have been successful. You are worthy. You are great. You are all of these things. And to never, ever, 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 ever be in your head thinking otherwise. Do not feed into the negativity that you did get to see while you were going through these hard and difficult times and disappointing times. Do not feed into that. Do not feed it, because in any given moment, you know, you're going to be tested and tried over and over and over again to see if you're going to backslide or if you're going to have that warrior that we saw get through this, right? You know, stay in warrior mode. Every time these negative energies, entities, and attachments try to tell you something low or bad about yourself, don't believe that. Ask who sent you, and you must leave. You know, the thing is not to accept what it is that you're hearing, that you're getting this information. It was probably sent. You know, that ain't. I don't live here anymore, so no, this is not me. You know, that type of situation. I don't entertain these type of thoughts and stuff like that. Stop it in its tracks. Regroup, but just do not fall for what it is trying to feed you, because you're not that. You're more than that. You've succeeded. You've tapped into your inner self, knowing that you are much more than what your circumstances were. Okay, we had somebody who I don't know. It's on the other side of this. I feel like there was somebody there waiting for you to just figure it out so y'all can build together. Okay. Somebody was waiting on you to get through so you can continue on. Okay. Living the life that you are wanting, hoping and dreaming for. Okay. Aww. Moving forward, and always know that you're going to always be presented with difficult decisions. Just make the ones that you feel that are best for you in that time and in that moment. Don't let other people decide these things for you. I do feel like that, you know, from who you've been surrounded with, this is not, this is what our mind told us, but this is not what was happening. See how judgmental those eyes are? Okay, that's not actually what was happening. Okay, we actually were having this type of warmth and this type of acceptance and things of that nature. It was just the perception that threw things off. Okay, so I don't know, something wanted me to kind of like clarify that some of this stuff was just purely perception, but there is some warmth and some grace and some kind individuals that was helping you see that. Okay, and just to know that was all that they were there for, to help you. Their intentions were purely out of love. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is so wonderful and great. And again, congratulations on your breakthrough, on your achievements, on your victory, on your success, on your clearer mind, on your more positive outlook in life now. I really, really, really love this for you. Let's see what we got, you know, to close this out here for the collective. Okay. Oh, another five. Okay. So let me just go ahead and acknowledge those subtle messages that I see down here. I do have 222 down here, or 2020. That can mean something to you, as well as the 777. You bet it on yourself. That's how you got through. Yes, we love that for you. Okay. And the 666, baby. Success, success, success. Okay. Okay. So here we have confront. And before you could have got to any completion, before you could have got through, before anything could have concluded, or you got to the other side, you had to confront the issues that you were going through. Okay, you had to confront the negativity, actually, right? And you had to really get in touch with yourself to get out of those negative patterns and thoughts and the trickery that wasn't really there, right? You had to get through that, and you had to confront that. That was the only way for you to get past that, through that, over that, around that, from, you know what I'm saying? We had to do that. Again, with the valor, which is the 7. This, you my warrior, okay? You my warrior, you the fighter, right? You stood your ground, you got through it. Choose your battles. Yes. It is no clearer than that. You fought and you fought and you set your boundaries. Now that you know where their issues lie, and what's true, what's not true, that type of situation. Choose your battles, but do not choose to go backwards. Keep moving forwards in this positive light, and this winning, in this victory that you are in. Okay, that you have crossed into this happier, more positive light that's down in your life. Okay, you're so smart. You figured it out, right? You got through this. You figured it out. Crown chakra is down here. So it was that perspective as well, that you had to get through all of that. I don't even know what other words to put it in, except that it feels like something. It feels like a world full of illusions, and not knowing what was truly true or what was truly real. Like for a moment, you were disconnected from reality. That's what this feels like, and that you had to get back to what was real for you. All right. So for and hey, drugs will do that for you. Whichever drug it is, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's alcohol, whether it's substances, whatever. You were detached from reality, and this is what this is saying, and this is showing. And you had to get back. You had to get back to self, and you did, and you will, and you did, and you did. Okay. And for those who's still going through the process, and you will. All right. This it was an attack on your sacral chakra. Okay. These temporary pleasures and desires and satisfactions that served you none, right? We figured that out. And it was exactly what it was: temporary. Okay. So again, you had to get back to reality. You had to get back to the truth, and you had to get back to your vessel, and what is best for you. And you figured it out. Okay. For those of you still going through it, you will figure it out. You're going to get to the other side of this, and you're going to be in a happier, more positive place. So with that being said, again, kudos to you guys. I love this for y'all. I'm not worried about it. Y'all got what it takes. You are warriors. Until next time, I love you, love you, love you.